day I've gotten closer to his exact age when he died, and I was wondering, will I be ready? When I get that age,
Yeah.
the growth, I want to see it. And so the week leading up, I was thinking about it every day, and then I hit the exact age, and I was like, it was just surreal, I was just like, this is the exact age he was when he died, this is the exact age, and
Damn.
I was like, this is not, I'm not ready. I don't know who I was. I didn't podcast. I didn't even have a podcast yet, you know,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
wasn't nearly anything that it was today, like right now. And it's not nearly anything that it's going to be if I'm lucky enough to make it 10 more years,
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking about just take everything back to X, who was 20, Juice World, who was, I think, 21, barely. Um, even Mac Miller at 27. So many people die young, and they're just reaching where like a small part of where like what they're gonna be. And it makes me think it's so sad to think about because it's just like, bro, like they're already getting big and they're not like, you can't say that who you are at 20, 27, even 30 is who you're gonna be at the rest of your life. So,
Right.
I don't know if you're I don't know if you've been changed by death in any way, but like I just know that some deaths they hit they make marks on you.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I
As I digress. So I've been stuck in such of like frustration in regards to that question because I'm so confused and misguided and not experienced in death or religion, and it's just always been something that's really hard for me to like think about the fact that I'll possibly lose my loved ones one day. And like I don't know how I'm going to like be the same person that I was. Like I don't know how I'm going to live my life without my dad or my daughter or my girl or my brother. It's like it's like weird cuz it's like I heard somebody say the other day, I don't remember who it was, but they said it's funny how religion has an area code attached to it. And I was like, that's the most simplest way to argue religion and question whether or not religion is all the same thing, just said in different languages and ways. You know what I mean? So that was pretty cool to hear. But as far as my thoughts on afterlife, I really am so confused and angered that I really don't know what the whole purpose is. That's just being transparent.
Bobby Ulrich, who is the executive producer of the Funk Bros. I don't know if you know who they are. So it's a YouTube channel. He was talking to me, and he basically was talking about it, and he was saying that he thinks that God isn't some bearded man in the sky, but it's the ultimate love that every human feels. Every human, regardless of the most evil human, has a universal feeling of love.
Hmm.
And he was saying that basically, like, love is is God. Like that energy of love, and it makes me think that like it's so hard to love, like not that it's so hard, but it's like the best thing we do, and it's also the hardest thing we do, and it's also the most thing that hurts us the most. Like, I mean, I don't know if you've ever been heartbroken. I'm sure you have. You're a normal person. Get the baby face off. Come on. But we're being serious. But um, but like it feels like it's the end of the world when you get heartbroken. It feels like it's never gonna end. No one likes to break up. No one does,
Yeah.
and no one
It's
likes.
like,
Hey,
yeah,
keep
it's
on.
like you like question reality of like, what it's gonna be like with without that person, when you've like engulfed
Mm-hmm.
and kind of like fused into like sharing a world. I've always like looked at like a serious relationship like sharing a world with somebody. You share your perception of the world, you share your beliefs, you share your opinions, like everything. And it's like you become each other and shit. And it's like to like go from being so close to somebody like that to like going to just like fucking just
Mm-hmm.
like them treating you like nothing ever existed. That shit hurt. And it's a cold world.